Good morning. Uh, we will present our case study about automated heat exchanger lab apparatus using in PLC. My name is Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Muhammad Soekarno with my team member Syahmi Hakimi, Sharifuddin and Muhammad Naim Yusof. I will present my part first, problem identification and environment. This is our original project. The original final year project for us is heat exchanger laboratory apparatus designed to support student learning in thermodynamic. The system consists several main parts including water tank, water heater, pump, copper oil fan and digital thermometer. During operation, water heat using the heater and circulate through the copper coil by pump. The fan then cool the hot water through the forced convection process while the thermometer measure the temperature change. This setup allows students to observe how heat is transferred between fluid and how temperature difference affect the rate of heat transfer. For the next part, engineering efficiency that have in our FIP product for the energy efficiency. In efficiency, the water heat operate continuously, even when the system is not need about with the heat. Next, the fan also run at the constant speed, regardless about the cooling demand. There is also no automatic control that lead to energy wastage. In resource usage inefficiency, water circulate system may operate continuously without optimize. There is no control of flow rate and temperature feedback. Uh, about environmental impact, there is excess electricity usage, increase carbon footprint, heat loss to surrounding, reduce system efficiency. There is no system to minimize unnecessary operation. In about environmental, economic, health and safety, uh, the implication about environment is it increase power consumption, higher environment impact. Uh, from the environmental perspective, inefficiency operation of the system lead to increased electricity consumption, which contribute to higher carbon emission and environmental impact. Economically, continuous operation of the heat, fan and pump increase electricity costs, making the system less effective. In terms of health and safety, the absence of automatic shutdown or temperature control can lead to overheating, which may damage component and pose risk to user. From the regulatory standpoint, the system does not align with current engineering practice that emphasize energy efficiency, automation, and sustainability, which are increasingly required in modern industrial systems. Next, why sustainability enhancement is required? It's required because we can reduce energy consumption, improve system control and efficiency, enhance safety through automation, and align with sustainable engineering practice. Therefore, integrating PLC bus control is justified to transform the system into an environmentally friendly automation system. Next, for the analysis of environment impact and sustainability part, the current system operate manually without intelligent control. This will lead to continuous energy consumption, lack optimization, and inefficient heat transfer process. I estimate the energy consumption for the base system component. For the water heater, we use high energy consumption, and for the fan, will continuous the operation. For the pump, it will use constant circulation. Total energy usage is high due to no control. Our product is no control mechanism. We use manual control. So example assumption, heater run full time. So this will lead to the major energy contributor. Also about fan run even when cooling is not required. Now next about waste point and risk. For the waste point, heater running without temperature control, fan operating even when temperature is low, heat loss to environment, and the continuous pump operation. This will risk to the overheating of water, component wear due to continuous operation, and energy waste. From our project, the calculation and data used is higher temperature difference, increase heat transfer rate. However, without control, system cannot optimize the temperature difference efficiently. So next, consider about environmental footprint and life cycle implication. For the environmental footprint of the system is significant influenced by its high energy consumption and efficiency operation. Continuous use of electrical consumption such as heater and fan contribute to increased carbon emission, especially when powered by non-renewable energy source. From the life cycle perspective, the system is not sustainable as it consumes more energy than necessary and requires higher maintenance compared to an optimized automate system. Next, I will give to my team member, Muhammad Syami.
Hi, my name is Shahmi Hakimi, F1037. I will continue the presentation by my part. So my part is proposed environmentally friendly automation solution 3.1 PLC sustainability features. The system initiates when the start button energizes the battery relay, which trigger a 20-second countdown via timer 1 while simultaneously activating the water heater and opening the valve. Once the valve cycles, the counter registers the action and engages the pump, which in turn triggers the valve closer to secure the system and start timer 2 for a 5-second duration. During the final phase, the fan operates as long as the pump relay logic is active and the second timer hasn't expired, providing critical cooling or ventilation before the sequence concludes. Next, ladder diagram, mnemonic code, IO table and flowchart. 3.2.1 Ladder diagram. The start button will start the entire system and our system is circulate, so we need to push the stop button to end our cycle. Next, the mnemonic code. This is our mnemonic code. Then the input output table. Type, address, name, function. So the start button is input. The function acts as the system trigger. When pressed, it completes the circuit to pull in the battery relay. Next, stop. Serve as a manual override or safety cut-off to immediately drop all output signal. Battery. Operate as a master control relay (MCR) to permit the execution of subsequent timer and counter rungs. Valve. Control fluid intake. It remains open until timer 1 completes its cycle or the valve closure is triggered. Water heater. Provide thermal energy during the initial phase. It is logically linked to the inverse of timer 1. Pump. Responsible for fluid displacement. It is activated only after counter 1 confirms the valve has cycled. Valve closer. Provide a mechanical interlock to ensure the intake valve is shut specifically while the pump is running. Fan. Provide active cooling. It runs in the final stage but is cut off once timer 2 finish its 5-second shutdown. So this is our flowchart. Start, battery control, timer 1 activation, valve and water heater, valve counter, pump control, timer 2 activation, valve closer, fan control, stop condition check, and this is timer control. So next, for the sustainability features, auto shutdown, timer T000. And T001 eliminates idle energy consumption by automatically de-energizing the heater and fans once the tasks are complete. Sensor activation. Counter C001 prevent electricity waste and motor wear by ensuring the pump only runs when the process is physically ready. Safety interlock and not output 100.1.05 prevent resource fluid waste and mechanical stress by ensuring the valve cannot open while the closure is active. Dry heat protection LD not T0002 output 100.02. Protect the water heater from burnout and energy spike by strictly limiting heating to the time window. Load management, heater versus pump. Reduce peak demand by sequencing hydro loads, preventing a simultaneous power surge on the supply. Resource efficiency, timer control heating. Minimize the carbon footprint by applying thermal energy only for the precise duration required for the cycle. Next, PLC inbuilt function improve energy efficiency and environmental performance. Firstly, optimize energy consumption. By using timer, dim and counter CNT, PLC implement automatic shutdown logic and idle detection. This ensures that high-power components such as industrial heater or motor only draw electricity during active process windows, effectively eliminating the carbon footprint associated with idle machinery. Second, peak demand management. PLC logic can sequence the activation of heavy load to prevent multiple hydro devices from starting at once. This loading shading capability flattens the power demand curve, reducing the strain on the electrical grid and allowing the system to operate efficiently on smaller, more sustainable power sources like battery or solar arrays. Third, precision and waste reduction. Through the use of sensor and high-speed feedback loops, PLC ensure the precise dosing of fluid and materials. This prevents overflow and leakage, while safety interlock provide a mechanical failsafe that stops the flow of resource immediately if a system fault is detected, protecting the local environment from spill. Fourth, PLC contribute to sustainability by protecting physical assets through a soft starting and predictive maintenance tracking. By reducing mechanical stress and heat build by reducing mechanical stress and heat buildup during operation, the system minimizes the frequency of hardware replacement, thereby reducing the environmental cost of manufacturing and disposing of industrial parts. Next, I will pass to Nai.
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Naim. Today I will present about testing and evaluation of energy efficiency and system effectiveness. 4.1 is objective of the solution. The main objective of this page is to evaluate the effectiveness of the PLC-based control system in improving energy efficiency and system performance. The system replaces continuous operation with automated control using timer and counter. The water heater is controlled by timer to limit its operating duration and reduce energy consumption. A counter is used to monitor water flow where the pump and fan only operate when preset value is reached. This is to prevent unnecessary operation. In addition, timer is used to reset the system, returning the pump and fan to the original state and directing water back to the reservoir. Overall, the system is improving efficiency and reduce energy waste and ensure more reliable operation. And next is the comparison system performance before and after enhancement. The old system operates continuously without any control, causing high energy consumption, low efficiency and significant energy waste. All components run regardless of actual demands, leading to unnecessary power usage. In contrast, the new system uses sensor and control mechanism to regulate operation based on real-time conditions. Components such as heater, pump, and fan only operate when needed, making the system more efficient, reducing unnecessary energy usage and improving overall performance. This is a comparison before and after enhancement. Water heater. Before enhancement is run continuously and after is controlled by timer sensor. Fan operation. Before enhancement is operate all the time, even when there is no water flow through coil, and after is controlled by counter. And pump operation is also same, and energy consumption. Before enhancement is use lot of electric because pump heater keep working without stop, and after enhancement less electricity because those things are being controlled by sensor, and system operation less efficiency for before enhancement, and after is more efficiency. For the system operate for before enhancement is manual operation, and after enhancement is auto operation. Next is quantitative comparison. The system show reduction of in operating time approximately 100 percentage in the old system to reduce about 50 to 70% in new system. The result in decreasing energy consumption is around 60% from the original usage. The efficiency of the system also improved from about 50 to 60%, from about to approximately 80 to 90%, which is good. While waste is reduced 40 to 50 to around 10 and 20%. Overall, this estimate energy saving about 30 to 40%. As you can see, this is the table comparison. What we compare operating time, energy usage, efficiency, and energy waste. This is before and this is after. As you can see, this is less efficient and this is high efficiency, and this is less waste, energy waste, and this is lot energy waste. The next is 4.4, estimate percentage energy reduction and cost saving. The implementation of both system result in estimate energy reduction of approximately 30 to 40 compared to the old system. This is achieved through the use of sensor control mechanism that ensure the component operate when necessary. As a result, overall electricity consumption is significantly decreased. In terms of cost saving, reduction in energy usage lead to lower electricity bill, which is estimately saving about 30 to 40 in operating costs. This is what we compare from aspect. This is operating time, energy consumption, system efficiency, energy waste, system operation. This is significant improvement after the enhancement, and this is before enhancement. So that all from me. I pass this to Sarifuddin.
Good morning. So for my part, I will present for a conclusion. So for the 5.1, we have energy efficiency. The PLC ensures that the heater and pump operate only when needed, which reduce unnecessary electricity consumption. By using timer 1 to control the hot water duration, the system prevents the heater from running longer than necessary. This shows environmental consciousness because it minimizes energy waste, lower the carbon footprint of laboratory, and demonstrate efficient and responsible use of electrical resources. So for the second, the water or fluid conservation. For simple, the water flow used and ensure circulation only when necessary. This prevents overuse of water and avoid wasting energy that will be required to heat unnecessary volume. By actively controlling water flow, the system demonstrates environmentally responsible engineering through resource conservation, which is critical in laboratory sustainability practice. For the third point is minimizing heat waste. Temperature monitoring allows the PLC to prevent overheating, ensuring that the thermal energy supplied by the heater is fully utilized in heat exchanger. This prevents energy loss through excess heat and improves overall system efficiency. It reflects environmental consequences because it reduces waste energy, maximizes the effectiveness effectiveness of research and align with sustainable engineering principles. So the four, four point is fourth main point: automation supporting sustainability. So the timer 2 reset timer 1 and water flow counter for the next cycle, enabling precise control over repeated experiment. Control operation reduce wear and tear on pumps and heater, which extend component lifespan and decrease material waste. This demonstrates environmental consequences by combining energy and resource efficiency with sustainable equipment management, ensuring that systems operate efficiently over the long term without unnecessary waste. So, for the fifth point, is will save and efficient electrical use. Proper electrical wiring combined with PLC logic ensure that an electric is delivered safely and efficiently to all components. This reduces energy loss due to poor connection or fault and prevent potential hazards such as short circuit or Overheating. Safe and efficient electrical design reflect a responsible engineering practice and environmental consequences because they avoid unnecessary energy consumption and support the long-term sustainability of the system. So for the 5.2 ethical and social responsibility of engineer, we got a safety exactly safety for user or worker. The system is designed to prevent overheating and excessive water circulation, protecting user from accident and hazard. This reflect engineer responsibility to ensure safe working environment. For second point is reliability. Automation is consistent and accurate operation of heater, pump, and water flow. Reduce the risk of system failure or manual error. A reliable system prevent harm and support smooth laboratory operation. For the third point, considering society and environment. By optimizing energy and water usage, the system reduces resource consumption and minimizes environmental impact. This demonstrates social responsibility and awareness of the broader effect of engineering decisions. So the four responsible use of automation. The automated control prevent unnecessary operation and resource wastage, showing the engineer can apply technology responsibility to maximize efficiency and sustainability. For the 5.3 long-term sustainability benefit and some future improvement. For the long-term sustainability benefit first, we can reduce energy and water consumption. So the PLC control the heater, pump and water flow. So the system only use the energy and water necessary for each experiment. This reduce waste and support sustainable laboratory operation over time. Second, extend equipment lifespan. Control operation, prevent pumps and heater from running unnecessary. Less wear and tear mean the equipment lasts longer, reducing the need for frequent replacement, saving material and reducing environmental impact. For the third, consistent and reliable operation. Automated control allow experiment to run repeatedly with minimal human intervention. Reliable operation reduce the chance of error that could waste resource to create hazard. For the last one, future improvement. We can use advanced sensor by installing more precise temperature, pressure or flow sensor could further reduce and water usage. Second, data logging and analytics. Using the PLC to record energy and water usage could help engineer analyze and optimize system performance over time. 3. Integration with renewable energy. Connecting the system to solar power or other renewable source could make the heat exchanger fully energy sustainable. For the last one, improve the automation logic. Adding adaptive control in PLC could allow the system adjust heater or pump operation based on real-time condition, making it even more energy efficient. And here, for some reference, we get journal article which is software manual, textbook, technical guide, technical report from product web page and product web page.
And with that, we conclude our presentation. Thank you for your attention.